Hey guys, Tim again with Real Southern Exposure. Welcome to another episode. What we're planning on doing today is I'm going to show you guys one of the mostly used pieces of equipment we got here. It's completely handmade. It's my hay spear, and also in addition to that, we also got some stuff we got to cut up inside of the mill house. So with that said, why don't you go ahead and kick back, relax, grab yourself a glass of sweet tea, and take in a little more southern exposure. Let's do this. As you guys can see, this is my hay spear. If you go to buy one of these things for a loader with quick connect ability, you're looking at probably between $300 and $500. I wasn't going to spend that much. Alright, so what I ended up doing, as you probably know, I don't really throw a whole lot of stuff away. I took and went to the scrapyard and ended up buying this spike, which this came off of somebody's a long time ago. I don't know whose. Don't care. But I got this for a whopping $7. Alright, at a scrapyard. Just scrap metal costs. Alright, so I ended up getting this spike. This is probably about a 35 to 38 inch spike. I took that, got a socket, found a nut to fit on the back of it, and put it in place. And then what I have here is a good piece of a Ford truck frame is what this is. It came off an old Ford truck. So this frame right here, and if you look at this, you can see it's bent. This is right in front of the wheel well where this section is, but just took and notched it out where it would fit on the actual loader portion of the quick connect, and then took and welded a piece of I think that's 1/4 by 3, welded a piece of that on there to where it would take and follow that same angle right there. In addition to that, if you end up using anything like this, you'll end up finding that there's quite a bit of weight out here on the end. So how I offset that was where this tubing is, I ended up welding another piece of the C-channel from the frame, welded that on there, cut a hole for it, put for that tubing to fit through, and then welded the tubing to it. So that would alleviate a lot of the end weight. And anybody who's ever picked up a bale of hay, if you've picked it up off or off center or anything like that, or maybe the roll's oddball size or egg shape, it's going to want to roll on you. So you need a stabilizer. So this is what this is right here. It's 2 pieces of 1/2 inch rebar, and I welded them to the C-channel and then welded them together and cut a point on it so that way it spears into the bottom portion of the hay bale. So this thing works great. And I think out of all of it, between the bolts and the washers and buying this, I may have $15 in it. So, and it works amazing. So let me go ahead and I'll stick it on there and show you what it can do. Okay, putting this guy on is nothing too difficult. It's remarkably pretty light for a hay spear. As you can see, I notched out right here for this lip on the tractor, and then there's 2 holes down here with 2 3/8 16 bolts going through. So all I do is just tilt it up at an angle Drop it on there, and there you go. Boom, you're in business now. So I'm doing a whole lot of moving. What I'll do is I'll end up putting these bolts in there, and I popped a couple of holes, just drilled them right in here. Just stick these bolts in there. These bolts ain't really meant to hold nothing in place and hold pressure. It's just meant to keep the bottom of this truck channel in place, so that way it doesn't go nowhere. All right, so let's go pick up a bale of hay. Alright guys, nice to see you in the mill. What we're going to be doing today is we're going to end up cutting a couple of these logs up. We're trying to shoot for 2x4-10s. The log we're going to be doing today is about 18 inch on the big end and 16.5 inch on the small end. It's a good, straight, nice, really nice piece of loblolly pine. So let's go ahead and fire the mill up. We already got it chucked up, ready to go. Fire that mill up and start cutting out some slabs.
Rusty red on her shoulder, I was cleaning her shoe when it clicked on the trot over in the bright morning dew. We brushed and we braided dandelions and chewed. It was a mutual arrangement we both saw into. Can she walk in the fire? Can she run in the rain? Can she make it up the mountainside? Can she make it down again? I have often wondered if she'll go and jump the fence. Will she keep on moving onward or stay in what could have been? Broke my arm in December, we were running for the thrill. You turned in the canyon to the snowbank where I fell. Even still I remember knowing she could feel it too. Was a mutual arrangement, we both knew what to do. She had a star on her forehead that was easy to find. When I let down her bridle, I saw into her hazel eyes. We had a deep understanding, never had to use a bit. Was a mutual arrangement and an honest respect. Can she walk in the fire? Can she run in the rain? Can she make it up the mountainside? Can she make it down again? I have often wondered if she'll go and jump the fence. Will she keep on moving onward or stay in what could have been? Will she keep on moving onward or stay in what could have been?
I know I want you, but you don't need me. And I know it ain't easy thinking about what you would do. But now I'm gone, my head's in a spin again, and my heart won't let me begin to see I've got nothing to win. My words, they mean nothing, and I lie where I can. And I lie down beside you, and I see why you can't understand me. But now I'm gone, my head's in a spin again, and my heart won't let me begin to see I've got nothing to win. But now I'm gone, my head's in a spin again, and my heart won't let me begin to see I've got nothing to win.
Okay guys, so yeah, I was planning on cutting this other log up with you so you can see what we're gonna get out of them, because both those logs are match set. One was the butt, I think this one right here was the butt, and the other one was the next piece up from the butt. But I don't think that's gonna happen. See, my blade came in and took a huge nosedive. After looking at it, the log looks really good. I think this is salvageable. I'll probably lose maybe, you know, maybe that much wood, if that. But that's no biggie. Let me show you something else. So I don't know if this thing's gonna pick it up or not, but see that little mark right there? We had a huge chunk missing out of my drive side guide roller. So what's that mean for me? Well, for me that means I'm not cutting until I get that fixed, because that drive side roller takes a lot of stress, and I'm not gonna, if I ended up putting another blade on there, that blade will end up popping down behind that shoulder and it'll start doing another nosedive. That's the reason why this blade ended up doing it. It's not a big deal. If you own equipment, you're eventually going to be working on it. So I think what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to take and get the maintenance done on this engine and the hydraulics on here, get everything topped off, change out filters, spark plugs, the works, get all that stuff going, and I think that'll be it. Let me show you the wood we ended up getting out of those logs. So as you can see, that is some really good stuff right there. So we ended up getting these 20 2x4 10 footers. Ended up getting them. Got a couple of these 2x6 1/8 and one 10-footer. These are some pretty clean boards. So the reason why I got the 8-footer was because on that board it had a significant amount of wane and bark. Just, it was horrible. So I just cut it down, took maybe 1.5 feet off of it just to give me an 8-footer, because, you know, a nice looking board is what sells. Just getting something the right length doesn't sell. Nobody wants crap wood. We also got this 4x4 10-foot. It's right there in the middle. Pretty nice looking board. And in addition to that, these two full-size 1x12s. Alright, so what we learned from today's video. Once again, keep fuel inside of the machine, because I ran out of fuel. That's the reason why it's a whole new day. Keep fuel inside the ox tank. That would be a pretty good deal. I got an ox fuel tank out here for gasoline and one for diesel. I ran the gasoline dry. So yeah, keep fuel inside of that fuel tank. In addition to that, always keep spare parts on hand. I got the parts for the drive side. I have those inside of the storehouse. I just got to go find them. Yeah, shouldn't be that big of a deal. But anyway, so I hope this video has been educational. I hope you enjoyed it. If you would, please go ahead and hit that like, subscribe. We really do appreciate it. And we really do appreciate all of our subscribers. So if you would, please go ahead and hit that like, subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll see you on the next video. God bless.